Why does it say that? Oh, well, welcome back to Pokémon Chat-eau, guys. So, okay.
He was telling bad jokes, so I had to stop it by starting the podcast.
It was pretty great.
No.
What was wrong?
Do you want to retell that last one, just so everyone knows why you're giggling and why I'm so disappointed?
There's a church by where I live that has snappy little jokes and puns and whatnot
On their little announcement board in the front.
And one of them at one point said, studies show that 6 out of the 7 dwarves were not happy.
Anyways, Pokemon Ranger.
Holy crap, Pokemon Ranger.
God damn it.
Yeah, let's just start with that. Like a few days ago, we're recording this on Friday. I picked up the game on Sunday and frantically did my best to beat it, and luckily I was able to beat it today.
I played it back in 2006 when it was released.
Uh-huh.
Long story short, I broke probably 12 styluses and my DS twice.
Jesus Christ.
Playing that game alone. With that being said, that Nintendo DS Lite went through a lot of pain throughout the years.
That poor DS.
But this was the game that broke it 2 times.
And how...
Well, I mean, I broke it 2
How
times.
did you break it? Like, did you snap the thing in half?
Oh, I fucking chucked it. Boom! I don't
you were
remember who
angry, or
I don't remember
what?
who else. It might have been Salamence. I don't remember, which we'll get more in depth with. But I remember I was trying to capture one Pokemon, which for anyone that has never played Ranger, you capture Pokemon by circling them with the touch screen of the stylus, whatever.
Right.
And I remember I was so close. I was like 2 or 3 spins away, and whatever it was broke it, and I just went, damn it! And I threw it.
Oh, dude, that's the absolute worst when they're like getting it down to 1. Yeah, like I said, it's weird. Like the story takes place, it's in the same world as Pokemon. It's just a different area of the world,
completely different region that
it's
has
a
never been
completely
explored except for this game.
Yeah, and so people use this thing called a.
No, only the Rangers use it. I think.
Yeah, the Rangers, they have this spinner thing. Mm-hmm. Which they use to tame Pokemon with.
They capture them temporarily so that other people can still capture them legitimately, but they can still use them as helpers or something along those lines.
Yeah, like because you like you said, you circle them. Each Pokemon has a different amount of HP, quote unquote.
Yeah. And
you have to circle them within that amount in one go. You cannot lift your stylus off the screen, or else your chain breaks.
Yeah.
Or if they touch the line, that also breaks the chain.
If they touch it, it's... what's it like?
They can touch the line, which breaks it, or if they attack the line, you take damage.
Or if you lift up to avoid an attack.
It stops the chain, but you don't take damage.
Yeah. And then if you take too much damage, you lose anyway.
Yes.
Like completely outright.
And like if you get game over in this game, you go back to your save point. Just like the other Pokemon games, except this game you don't get to save everywhere.
Oh yeah, there's only specific spots.
Yeah, there's a little dome thing you have to click and it saves.
Yeah.
That took a while to get used to, and then thanks to that Salamence thing, oh my god, I hated Salamence. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll probably go through the game fairly linearly.
Yeah.
And the only thing that we'll talk about that you didn't get to play was the Manaphy event, because that was only going on in 2007. I think it might have been 2008, but it was when Diamond and Pearl were released, and I think it was right after the Manaphy movie, because it was like the only way to get Manaphy at the time.
Was it this game though?
Yes, it was this Rangers.
Okay, because there's 3 of them. Remember that?
Yeah, it was the first Rangers game because that's the only one I've personally owned.
Oh, okay.
And that was the one that I got the Manaphy egg, which it looked like the Manaphy egg from the movie.
Uh-huh.
It was red with little sparkles in it. Even when you sent it over to Diamond and Pearl, it still had the same look. It wasn't the default egg. That blew my fucking mind.
And that's kind of the reason I wanted to do this one, because next episode is the Pokemon Rangers movie.
Okay, cool. So I'll be here next week too, guys.
And I've never seen that movie, but
all right, we can set it up here. We can watch it here if you want.
Yeah.
Awesome. First movie at my place, yay! Also, I don't know if we mentioned it last time, but I have my own apartment, and that's where we're recording from now on.
I think we did, but we were also like kind of loopy.
Yeah, no, it was late. It was late, and it was storming, and So, now we are officially... I got a table now. We have a TV set up. So we're going to be playing Mario Party as soon as we're done, because that came out today.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, next month or whatever, we're going to be playing Pokemon Go. Then the next month... Or not Go.
Smash Brothers.
Go. Then the next month, Smash Brothers. Fuck, dude. The rest of this year, Nintendo, stop taking my money.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, because I don't know if I said it on the podcast, I legit don't remember what we said last time.
Yeah.
But I'm trading in my current Switch to get the new Pokemon Switch.
I thought you were selling your Switch.
Yeah. Trading in. I'm getting rid of my current one.
I thought you were selling it to someone else.
I'm selling it to someone else, yeah.
Okay. Because trading in implies you're giving it to GameStop.
Yeah, fuck GameStop. They would have given me $80 for it.
Yeah.
No, the person I'm selling it to is going to give me $200 because they're like, yeah, I know you're getting a new one, so I'll help you out a little bit. Plus, mine's in pretty good condition still.
Yeah.
Plus, I told them that I would leave my account on there so they can play all my downloaded games. So it's saving them a lot of money. But anyways, fuck.
I also had a pain, because I went to the Let's Play Gaming Expo. Not Let's Play, that was a few months ago. I'm talking Retropalooza. And there's a video up there now of a little vlog of everyone who went. But I frantically searched for fucking Rangers. They didn't have it.
Really?
They had the other Rangers games.
Oh, okay.
But I could not for the life of me find Rangers 1 because I wanted it in case with a manual.
Okay.
But I was like, I gotta get it soon. So the same day I went to Movie Trading Company and just bought it. It's only the cartridge though, so I'm going to have to buy the case later.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you collecting all the games in case?
I'm going to try to... That's a dream of mine or a goal to get every Pokemon game ever, at least physically. Because I know there's some WiiWare games I can't get anymore, but who cares?
Yeah. Well, the ones that had physical releases.
Yeah, so
fuck,
Rangers,
dude, getting
Rangers
boxes 3. For the original 5 games is gonna be probably hard.
I'm not getting it. Not the boxes for the Game Boy games because I have custom DS cases to hold those. And
I was gonna say, if you get the original boxes,
I'm looking for the manuals, which I found the manuals for Red and Blue so far.
Okay.
And they're fucking amazing.
I remember I had my box for Fire Red and Leaf Green, both, for so long. I probably still have it in my storage unit. They were the
those
cardboard boxes.
Those are worth quite a bit.
Really? Just the boxes alone?
Oh, yeah. Because kids throw that shit away. We threw that away. We didn't care.
That's true. Well, I had this weird thing. It was part of my ADHD and my very... not diagnosed, but my light OCD, where I need to keep shit. Mm-hmm. I can point to you right now where my Switch box is. The box my Switch came in. Yeah. I do that for everything. I can't throw away boxes because I'm just like, well, what if I want to put it back in here when I'm moving or something? It's a weird thing.
That's how I was, this recently when I moved, though, because, I still had my Wii box from, many years ago. I'm just like, why do I still have this? And I tossed it because I don't need it.
Yeah.
And it just saves room and all that good stuff. I mean, if you keep the boxes, that's fine because people want them still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
they
guarantee...
look nice on shelves, you know what I mean?
My Switch box, I'm probably going to keep that one and the new one.
Yeah.
And then, 15 years from now, someone's going to be like, I want the box for the Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Fuck.
Piggy.
Someone's going to be like, I want that box, I'll buy it for $100 just for the box alone.
Yeah.
And that'll be awesome. But
you probably won't sell it though.
I probably will. Knowing me. Speaking of selling, I gotta talk to you about selling that on your eBay because I don't have an eBay account.
Okay. Anyways, back to Ranger. Oh, it was an interesting experience.
It's
playing through this
definitely
game
different than all the other Pokemon games so far.
Yeah. And I really like the little animations and sprites all the Pokemon are rocking.
Oh no, this game was beautiful for its time. Because this was 2006.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah. So, funny enough, my dad bought me 2 games for my DS. After my parents divorced, my mom got me a DS. Then my dad was like, I'll get you games for it. They were both Pokemon games. One was Rangers. The other one was Mystery Dungeons Explorers of Time.
Okay. I heard that was a good one. Or the Sky one was good.
The Sky was
Explorers of the Sky or something.
Yeah, it was kind of like the...
From what I hear, that's the best one.
I don't remember.
That and Super Mystery Dungeon.
Fuck, dude, Super Mystery Dungeon. we'll have a whole story about that when we get there. I still haven't beaten that motherfucker. Like, and I will sit down and play it for a little bit every once in a while, and I'm just like, God damn, dude, this game is, like, it just feels so long.
Oh.
It's not hard. Like, here's the first thing I'll say about Super. It took 4 hours before I got to my first dungeon.
Jesus, it's Twilight Princess all over again.
Felt like that. But, anyways, back to Rangers and the story about my dad. He bought me this Rangers and Explorers of Time.
Okay.
Both times I broke my DS with that game. He bought me games that broke my DS. The story with Mystery Dungeons is a little funnier because I remember we were in San Angelo, which is where my dad's parents lived and we used to live.
Uh-huh.
And we were coming home to Dallas that day, but we stopped at the mall because he said he was going to buy me that game. So we get to the mall, we buy it, and I'm so excited. I put it in the DS right away, and I'm playing it on the way to the car.
Yeah.
And he had a truck, so I'm climbing into the truck, and the DS slips out of my hand and fucking breaks. The piece where on the hinge where the green LED was on the light, that broke off. So the hinge was hinged off.
Oh my fucking god!
And funny enough, it still works completely fine.
Uh-huh.
So I had it sitting on the chair in the back, and I was playing it laying down because I still want to play, but my DS is broken. So, and I remember that one. I restarted so many times trying to get Munchlax as my little personality.
Oh my
because
gosh.
I loved Munchlax back then when it came out.
That's funny.
But so we'll get to it whenever we get closer to where it is. But the way that I broke the DS during Rangers was very similar.
Oh god.
So first off, let's start with the story now.
Yeah, you're an up and coming ranger from I don't know. I don't know if they specified.
There's a name for it.
Remember,
I'll look it up on Siri.
We're talking about where your trainer was from. I don't know if he was from Kanto or whatever. Up and coming, you're a ranger. Yeah, bullshit land. Why not?
This was during Gen.
And it's
this
a lot like
Gen 4?
No, it was before Gen 4.
So this was Gen 3 technically.
Yeah. And
yeah, it was like tail end of Gen 3.
This game is it's just you're the silent protagonist again, and they really like. It's the thing I don't really like about Pokemon games with how you're a silent protagonist, just because they always repeat what you quote unquote said. It's like, oh hi, how are you? Oh, so your name is blah blah blah, huh?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because your character doesn't talk because it's a window to make it more. Like a lot of game companies do that because it's like, well, if the character doesn't talk, then it feels like
you're the link to it.
It feels like you can be more relatable to the character because they're not saying things you wouldn't say, but they're also not saying things you would fucking say. So fuck you. Like
Nintendo has a thing with that because I mean it's not just Pokemon they do that with.
Zelda's
also.
It's not even just Nintendo. Like for a long time, Master Chief was like that too. That's why he said so little. Was because they wanted people to impose. That's why Doom Guy doesn't say shit.
That's why his personality is like a piece of wood.
Doom Guy or Master Chief?
Both, really.
Well, actually, Master Chief got a lot more personality as the games went on.
But he's still like a gruff, like, well, I'm badass. You know what I mean?
He is bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta go on this little Halo tangent on a fucking Pokemon podcast. But I don't know how much you know about Halo, but like all of the Spartan 2s, which is the one that Master Chief was in, they were kidnapped as 6 and 5-year-old children and trained to be Spartans.
Shit.
So there's a reason he's a badass, and it's because he was literally trained from childhood to be a certified badass.
Excuse me, Mr. Halo fan over here. I didn't realize.
Dude, I love Halo.
I mean,
then like the Spartan
Halo
3s,
too, but
the Spartan 3s weren't trained nearly as much, and then the Spartan 4s were just like, you were a soldier at one point. Here's an armor. It's really stupid.
Halo 1 and 2 were great, but
I loved 3. 3 was actually 3 was the way that I met Thomas. Thomas and I met in matchmaking of Halo 3.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a fun story. I was playing Halo 3 with one of my friends from school, and we were in the special playlist that had the Infected in it, which was probably the best game type in Halo 3, but it was rare as shit to come up. And we came across this guy named Chris Wall. Well, he was really good at the game. We were having fun, so we're like, let's add him. Fucking flash forward a year from then. I was talking about, man, it's raining up in here in fucking Dallas. And he's like, oh, you're in Dallas? What part? And I'm like, Well, not quite Dallas. A little like I'm in Irving, and he's like, he's like, I go to Irving High School, and I'm like, I literally live a mile away from that school. And that was the moment we realized we lived about a mile away from each other, and we're playing video games together for a year.
Holy shit!
It was fucking stupid. Like, it sounds so made up, but it was real. It's such a weird story.
That's great.
And the funny thing is like in that first year, I got grounded a lot, and I'd get grounded for like 2 months at a time. Wouldn't be able to get on my Xbox, so Thomas would delete me. And then when I get back home, I'm like, where's Chris Ball? I want to play games with him. So I'd add him back. So he was like, dude, he was just like the fungus that wouldn't go away. And now he's fucking stuck with me, living a couple doors down. That's some of the weirdest shit to think about.
Holy shit.
Like, if it wasn't for Xbox, I wouldn't know Thomas. If it wasn't for My Little Pony, I wouldn't know you.
Same with 90% of my friends right now.
No, like, literally.
With ponies,
if it wasn't for My Little Pony back in the day, I would literally only know Elsa and Thomas. None of my other friends I would know because I met them all through ponies.
Yeah. Because
I met Dewey through Nightmare Nights, and then I met everyone else through Dewey.
Yeah.
So, it's so weird to think about stuff like that. Like, when you break down your life, like, if I hadn't been playing Pokemon that summer, this wouldn't happen.
I was very introverted before ponies.
Oh, yeah, I'm still introverted as shit when I'm not around, like, people I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I joined a new Discord server the other day, and I was like, it's weird. I forget how shy as shit I am. Cause,
yeah, you're the one who's like, come on, let's talk on Discord for Pokémon Chat-eau Discord.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, it's because I have friends there. Like, if I'm in a server where I don't know anybody, I'm a lurker.
It's weird.
I don't talk.
Yeah.
Whereas if, like, it's the same thing at conventions. Like, if I'm at a convention, like, and you're there and I'm with you, I'll talk to anybody and it's just fine because you're there and I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Or whoever may be there with me. But if I'm there alone, like, all my friends left for the day and I'm alone, I just sit there and don't do shit. I just kind of look around and listen to conversations.
That's really interesting. Actually.
Yeah, and that's coming from me, who most people think, oh, he's fucking extroverted as shit. He's loud, obnoxious, and no. I'm just comfortable around people. I am shy as all hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I remember I used to go to different schools a lot, which one of the reasons I used to meet a lot of friends was Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'd be the new kid at school, and they were like, what you playing? Oh, I'm playing Pokemon. Oh, cool, me too. And that's how I met a lot of friends back in the day. Anyways, I'm sorry for that huge tangent. Let's get back to Pokemon Rangers.
Well, I'm trying to think of, like...
That's how podcasts are, dude. Like, we just
honestly.
get on tangents.
But, like, with Ranger, like, the story is okay. Basically, I'll just, like, summarize it, because there's not really much happens in this story.
At least not in this game. From what I heard, the other games get more story-driven.
Because, like, this game, you know, you're a Ranger, you're basically, like, a cop, I guess?
I guess that would be the closest to it.
Yeah, you help. You're a park ranger, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
which is kind of a cop.
Which is there's also there's this group called the Go Rock Team, or something like that, and they are trying to get a styler, or like a styler spinner or something like that. I forget what it's called.
The device you use to capture the Pokemon.
They want something more powerful than the one we got. And coincidentally enough, someone was inventing it, and guess what? It got stolen.
Oh no!
And so
how plot convenient!
Oh no! And so now this organization has it.
No.
And so basically, with this one, with the new styler, you can capture pretty much anything, even if the Pokemon belongs to someone. Because at one point, they capture a Politoed, which one of the Rangers has as their one of
their actual Pokemon.
Yeah, because each Ranger can have like one main Pokemon. Yours is Plusle in this game, who's super.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Super fucking useful.
Mm-hmm.
It just hits the board with electricity and paralyzes anyone.
I'm remembering more and more about this game as we talk about it.
So yeah, they're able to capture Pokemon that belong to people, and they're able to capture legendaries later on, at least, because it gets stronger. But yeah,
alert.
I mean, you do that, you thwart their plans and whatnot. Like, not much.
As a normal 10-year-old does in this universe.
11, okay.
Oh, my bad. I'm a year older in Pokemon Ranger.
You know, that is weird though. Now I think about it. Every game, I think, says that they're 11, while the show says it was 10.
Because if I remember correctly, black and white, you're 16.
Black and white too.
Black and white too. Thank you.
But I remember because I got the instructor booklet for red and blue. They say 11.
Mm-hmm.
So red and blue are 11 in that game. They're like 27 now. So.
Yeah, no, they are.
But yeah, like I'm trying
Actually, technically speaking, they'd be even older because they were 10 in 1996.
Yeah.
So they'd be like 30 something.
They look like 30 in this Sun and Moon games, at least.
They look mature enough to have sex with if you're into that.
If you find red hot, which I'm sure a lot of girls.
No,
do.
actually, fucking, they put green in. I saw art of her, like official art of her now, like at the same age as red and blue.
Really?
And she was hot, dude.
You gotta show me that.
I can probably find it.
Because there's not much official art of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently, it was just Smash Brothers now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about what you're talking about.
It might not have been official, and I might just be blowing smoke out my ass.
It might be like Ken Sugimori style, like
maybe
art, maybe, because a lot of people imitate that just to make it more nostalgic or make it look more official. But that's cool.
It's pretty neat.
Let's talk about like the gameplay itself is like they have each Pokemon has a type obviously, and each type has a different ability that you can use in battle. Like I said, Plusle is the only electric type that can actually shock people on the field because every other electric type in the game charges up your styler. And that helps you live because once your HP goes down to 0, game over. Just go back to your safe spot. But then there's fire. Fire types can like make fire on the board. Water types, you hold down the screen to build up a bubble. Then you can throw it or leave it there and trap Pokemon to run into it. Ghost Pokemon, like, make them disoriented if you circle them. There's a lot of... Every type has their own ability.
What do fairies do?
And there was actually one point where I only used Dark type once.
Okay, here's the picture, and I'll save it so you can put it up. I don't know if it's...
I don't know if I'm going to put it up, honestly.
I don't know if it's legit, but this is the one I was talking about.
It doesn't... Like, the art style makes it look legit, but, like... I don't know. Like, they would have shown that somewhere in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure. Whoever it was a good copycat, I guess.
Yeah.
But this is what I was thinking of, like... Oh, right. That's why I couldn't find her, because her name is Leaf, not Green.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, Green is in the manga, at least. And
yeah, that's her name in that, but I guess her name in this now is Leaf.
Because she wasn't officially in the game until Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Oh, I guess that's...
Okay. Like, she was in the instruction booklet.
Oh, that's why her shirt says 04.
Oh, okay. And Red has 96 on it. You're so angry at yourself.
I hate myself.
Holy crap.
Anyways,
yeah.
I saved it just in case you do want it.
Yeah.
But if you can't, then just... for people, if we don't put it up, just look up Red, Leaf, Blue in Alola.
Yeah. So
and then you'll find the picture.
Anyways, back, I didn't really use, like, a lot of them were kind of situational, but there was one point where you're chased by a Steelix.
Mm-hmm.
Steelix is a big motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually, from what I've seen, it's impossible to win unless you use a dark attack.
Really?
Because your line is not long enough to capture it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Sneasel.
Oh, of course you did.
And I caught Sneasel right before that battle, and I was like, "Oh, that's Sneasel!" I was so happy. But I'm gonna go just I'm gonna take a break for like 10 minutes. No, the dark ability is you lose like 6 or 9 points of health, but your line is doubled in length for a certain number of time. So without that, I think it's actually impossible to beat Steelix.
It might be possible, but it might be like you have to be the most perfect circles to his shape.
Because, well, I mean, that's the thing. Sneasel is put right there in front of the boss for a reason.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are put there for a reason.
Yeah, no, Nintendo's good about that with all their games. They shit's in places for reasons. Like, they don't accidentally just, it just so happens that
that's weird.
That's cool. I guess, who accidentally did that? You get a raise. Yeah. No, it's all on purpose. Like, just like, I know they talked about it on an episode of Zelda with the Game Grumps. Mm-hmm. It was, which one was it? It was one of the ones where they got the powder. It was Link Between Worlds.
Oh, yeah. No, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. Yeah. They got the powder. It's like, yeah, they put this enemy right here so you can use the powder on him. And then Dan's like, yeah, they're so clever. And then he fucking kills him.
Well, it's Dan. What do you expect?
Yeah, his big-ass thumbs couldn't play on that little DS.
Oh, man.
Anyways, yeah, no, they're really good about putting shit where it needs to be. And then people not realizing it until later. Like, that was on purpose.
Yeah, and near the end of the game, you have to, like, there's 3 pedestals you have to put the evolutions on. Oh, yeah. And that was the first time I caught a Jolteon, which is a bastard to catch. That motherfucker's fast. Yeah. But, you use it, and they all go away like, oh, man, now I gotta catch Jolteon again. No, I'm back. Yeah, no.
I forget. How do you lose Pokemon?
There's a couple ways. Just using them, like, using them once will get them to leave.
Really?
Yeah. You can't use them more than once because you have to, like, recatch it.
Okay.
And there are Ghastly and Gengar can steal your Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they'll chase you and they'll, like, catch one of your guys. You have a few seconds to try to capture that Gengar. If you don't, they release that Pokemon.
That's fucked up.
And it happened to an Espeon. I was like, damn it, I have to catch Espeon again.
Yeah, that's pretty... I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, what's also cool is that they also act like HM users on the overworld. Yeah. Because, like, almost every Pokemon, normal types can't for some reason. Can't aid you in battle. But there's Pokemon like, let's say, the Vaporeon. Or water-type Pokemon. If there's a fire, you can have them take out that fire with their water. Okay. If there's a rock, you can have a big Pokemon
so
knock it out.
Normal types are just fucking stupid?
Pretty much, yeah.
Did they do anything in the actual...
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's no point to catch them?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, dude.
Yeah. At least I think so, because I was like, I caught something normal type, and I was like, what the fuck is the purpose of this?
The Poipus?
The Poipus.
What is the Poipus always?
But, like, yeah, they're like they're HM users outside of battle, and then they can help you inside of battles.
Okay.
It's really cool. There's also they also account for weaknesses. Not the dual typing, but there's weaknesses.
Just
like
the base.
Yeah, like if you were to if Plusle uses its electric attack on Vaporeon, the paralyzing will last longer because it was an electric type attacking a water type. And if you use it on a ground Pokemon, it does nothing. So like, took me a while to realize, oh crap, they actually have a weakness like chart in this game. It's just kind of weird because a lot of the times they don't follow it exactly. Like Kingdra is still weak to electric when he isn't in the games. He takes neutral damage because he's part dragon.
Okay, so I just found the rundown of all the assist types. There's Paralyzed, which is only possessed by Plusle or Minun.
Yep.
Depending on if you're a boy or a girl.
I was a girl, so
yeah.
I like Plusle more, anyways.
Which you pretty much already.
Which also,
that.
Your partner is the opposite gender, and they don't do anything. They just kind of accompany you. Like, it's not like in the other games where they help you, like in double battles. They just are there, so it's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, that was like kind of annoying. Not a big deal, but it's like, why is he following me if he's not going to do anything? He's just there for story reasons.
Yeah, and then there's Grass, which will put like plants under your line to keep people from running away.
Yeah, that'll stop.
Fire, which turns lines into flames, which effectively traps. Blah blah blah. Explosions.
That one's good too.
There's water and there's electric. And then once you reach rank 2, you unlock Fighting, which doubles the line you draw around the Pokemon under capture. In other words, it halves the number of circles you have to draw.
Yeah.
So Fighting is good.
Then
after you get to rank 3, you unlock Poison and Psychic.
That's another thing. Like, keep going, but like, I have something to say about that.
Then when you reach rank 4, you get Bug and Ground. Rank 5, you get Rock. 6, you get Flying. 7, you get Dark and Ghost. And then at rank 8, you finally get Ice.
Which is cool and all, but at the same time, when you're playing through the game, that ranking system is kind of useless when it comes to just, you unlocked Ice type.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the chance to use Ice type until you actually reach level 8.
Yeah. Well, that again, that goes back to the thing of they only put it when you need it.
Yeah, but you could have gotten rid of that text and it wouldn't have changed anything.
They wanted
because there's literally no reason.
From what I can tell, it was a way of making it look like you were doing more progress than you were.
I guess,
like, it just made you feel like you were progressing.
It's like, oh, cool, I can use Ice types, but I've never seen an Ice type in this whole game yet. So what's the fucking point?
Pretty much it's saying now you're gonna find Ice types.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. I could have found that out on my own. You didn't have to spoil it for me.
Yeah.
Which, this game is also pretty linear, just because, like, it's hard to get lost in this game. Because if you go the wrong way, it's like, no, you're supposed to go this way. Mm-hmm. And then the only exception being near the very last part, where it's kind of like a puzzle to find your way through. That I was stuck on for a little bit. But let's talk about individual battles. I talked about the Steelix already. Mm-hmm. That was annoying, but it was easy once I figured out, Sneasel breaks this level. Then we got the 4 trials.
4 trials?
This is actually funny. I was going through the game, and on the cover of the game, there's Charizard, Salamence, Flygon, and Kingdra. And as I was going through this game, I haven't seen any of the box Pokemon. Like, where the fuck are they? And like 5 minutes later, it's like the trials. I'm like, oh, here they are.
Yeah.
So it was like
all the dragons or whatever.
The first, I went to Salamence at first. I didn't know it was Salamence. Mm-hmm. But with Salamence, you have to do like 12 battles before you actually get to Salamence. Mm-hmm. And if you use your Pokemon incorrectly, you have to start over. Mm-hmm. And if you fall off, you start over. Which is hard to fall off. Because like there's this cubes that connect with each other. You have to like deliberately walk off on that point.
I'm trying to remember, but it was 12 years for me since I've played.
Yeah.
So I remember vaguely, but I don't remember actually getting there. I just remember the
This
battles.
is fresh in my mind. So.
You literally just finished the game a little while ago. Like probably a couple hours ago.
Exactly. So like I get to Salamence, and from what I remember, he has the highest HP of like 22, which is like egregious.
He has the highest circle amount.
Yeah, and so like I
just remembered which one it was that I broke my DS during. It was Charizard, the fucking asshole.
Charizard.
No, because I just pictured it in my mind, and I remember watching Charizard like jump and like half fly around.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing that I just remember throwing the DS.
Hooray!
Now we know. Okay, let's finish that, and when we get to Charizard, we'll tell about it.
Yeah, because I went to Salamence. He's a pain in the ass, like because he'll fly around and not really attack, so you can get a lot of hits in. But if you're too slow, he'll fly up, break your chain, and then like slam down, which is an entire screen. So if you're on the screen, you're gonna get hit regardless.
Okay.
And then he also has like a beam attack or something.
Oh yeah. Like I was when you were talking about it on Twitter, I looked up a little clip of someone playing it. I was like, oh god, I remember this.
And so like after
those were all mandatory, weren't they?
Oh yeah. I died once and I was like, fuck, that was hard. And then you can't save in between that trial. So if you lose to Salamence, you have to beat all 12 battles again.
Yeah. Oh,
so I was like, all right, fuck that. I want to try something else. So I went to Flygon first. Flygon is just there was wind, so you have to like navigate through narrow spaces. Yeah. So there's no battles. First try.
Yeah.
I beat that first try. I got to Flygon, beat Flygon first try. I was like, why didn't I do this first? And then I went to Kingdra, also first try. Yeah. Although it was annoying trying to get to Kingdra because there was Gyarados attacking you and knocking you off, and you have to start over. But I figured out if you just run to the left and then run to the right, going like that, you can do it without. Yeah, you can do it without getting hit, just by going forward, by winging it.
Okay. By literally just like I can make it in first try.
It's like just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. If you stop, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah. If you just have no fear and just don't stop.
And then I beat Kingdra first try.
Yeah.
Charizard you can't get to until you beat the other 3.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I guess I have to do Salamence now. Mm-hmm. Got to Salamence, died again. That's frustrating.
Did it save it? Did you?
I saved.
Between the trials.
Oh hell yeah! I saved constantly during that game, especially after Salamence fiasco.
Yeah.
But then here's the thing with other big Pokemon too. As long as your stylus is still touching the screen, you can loop, wait. As long as you're still on the screen, it counts as a chain.
Yeah.
So that's a way to like...
It's a chain because you're not lifting up off
Exactly. So like you can use that to get bigger Pokemon. Yeah. Which I was doing for Salamence until like...
The ground pound?
To the ground pound. Mm-hmm. And... Because, like, he stays on the ground for a while. Like, you can do that, but, like, it's just hard.
Dude, I remember I got so fast at making circles back in the day. Like,
then I got so mad, I was like, fuck it. While I was in the air, I circled that motherfucker as fast as I could and got it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's all I had to do?
No, you really gotta, like... Yeah. You really just gotta go, like, I'm close, I gotta freaking do it!
And well, that's the thing. You can't get close and fuck up because you have to start over with the chain.
So, during this entire game... I bought 2 6-packs of styluses. Went through all of them. I remember breaking one on...
Like, were you breaking them on the screen, or were you, like, breaking them in half with your fingers? Okay,
after the little tip broke off, I'd go, fuck, and I'd bite it in half, or whatever. But I remember at least one was broken on Salamence.
Yep.
2 were broken on Charizard and the DS. Dude, I had such bad anger management with video games. Like,
me too,
I remember
actually.
when I was a kid, I was playing the SpongeBob the movie game. And it was this level where you had to go down this vine, and I was really bad at those kind of levels. And I remember, like, I fell off. Like, I'd been doing it for hours, and I just went, and I threw my controller. And, like, our game room was, like, back then it was, like, upstairs, and then it was, like, the main foyer of the upstairs, and then all the bedrooms were split off.
Yeah.
Well, there was this, like, cutoff, you know, where you could see down to the living room.
Oh, okay. Did you throw it down the living room?
I threw it behind me and it went to the living room. That controller was busted.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I remember, like, it was the same time, the same level, like, before I actually threw it. I'd be like, and I'd slam it on the ground in front of me, and I'd, like, bite it and grit my teeth on it. Like, that's why my bottom teeth are so fucked up, because I used to, like, so angry.
God.
Oh, dude, I had, like, if you think I get angry easy now, this is me, like...
I used to be like that until I had to buy my own controllers. And realized that shit's expensive. I was like, I should tone down on that.
I'm not gonna lie. Today, when I was playing Mario Party for the first time, I slammed my pink controller on the ground. And for anyone that doesn't know, I love that pink controller.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one right here.
Oh my gosh.
I had the little strap on it, and like fucking Waluigi had 2 stars already. And apparently, there's this item you can get where you have.
I saw your tweet.
And, well, it was late. It was after that tweet.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, there's this thing that you can get called a hidden block.
Okay.
And if you hit it just right, you get a star. He was nowhere near the star. I was about to get the star, and then he did that, and then he had 3 stars out of nowhere. And I just went, and then that actually happened too. And it just like the controller landed there, and the little strap landed in the trash pile over there. Like it went flying, and I was like, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Like, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna finish. I'm just done. And then I turned on Futurama.
I'll talk about my stylus fiasco with this game after I talk about Charizard, because story wise, the trials, like, it's supposed to be like elite rangers train there, but if you clear all 4 trials, you awaken Entei, who will like bring like calamity about the world. So you clear these 3 trials, you go into the Charizard one with no intention of doing the trial until you realize that the enemy team is there, Go-Rock, and they're fucking with Charizard. They're like putting Charizard in pain and fucking him up. The only way to calm him down is to capture him. Capturing him completes the trial. So yeah, we were kind of forced to complete the 4th trial by those assholes.
Okay.
And when it comes to Charizard, he like, at least in the first time you fight him, he'll like fire up into the air, and then like little fireballs scatter on the ground.
Oh, you mean the thing that breaks your DS?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was me.
but like, I was trying to carefully navigate around, and I was like, fuck, this guy's hard. And I was like, wait a second. And so after he landed, I purposely like knocked out 2 of them to give me enough room to circle the fuck out of him and then caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you do that, it's easy. You just have to have enough HP.
Yeah. Well, when you're 10 years old, you don't realize,
think about that. Yeah.
No,
you just
like,
don't want to take damage.
I was 10 years old when this game came out, so I was playing it when I was 10.
Yeah.
I'm not smart now. Imagine how dumb I was back then.
So there's I actually talked to someone when I was at locals the other day who said because I was playing that game over between card games, and he was like, "Oh yeah," because he was talking about I was fighting Charizard the second time, and I was like, "Yeah, you could just do this and then it's really easy." He's like, "Yeah, but I was doing a no damage run." I was like, "What the hell? Doing a no damage run in Ranger? What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be fucking
Oh,
bullshit.
God.
Oh, took damage, gotta start the game.
Either that or your last save point.
I don't know, it could go either way.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck
that to me feels just like a... fuck, what's that run called when you play a regular Pokemon game? And you Nuzlocke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, I don't want to do either, because I get really attached to Pokemon really easily.
Not only that, but it's just obnoxious. Because if you want to not kill your Pokemon, you have to grind. So you have to kill a few guys, go and heal, kill a few guys, go and heal, go and heal, go and heal. Mm-hmm. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's coming from a guy that completed living dexes multiple times.
Exactly. I'd rather do that than fucking grind and go back to
and then
whoops,
I still lost my guy.
Oh, I got critical hitted and now I have to release him? No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, it would be, honestly, because it'd be too much of an emotional toll on
me. Especially if you get a null and right here or something. Don't use Gardevoir then. But she's so good.
But I love her.
Oh my god, that's funny. But I broke one DS stylus.
Only one? Well, then again, you're 20.
Yeah. But it was also
Are you 26?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I don't know if you can hear that, but very quietly go, 26? Are you?
But it had nothing to do with the battle. It was after the trials, and Entei is I think you capture Entei to calm him down, but there's still the matter of trying to find the Go Rock team. So you have to find parts to a submarine to find their base or whatever, or to the next city, I think. Mm-hmm. You have to.
Oh, that sounds super familiar.
You have to. It's an escort mission where you have to escort.
Oh, so you have to have sex with people?
No, escort.
Yeah, an escort.
It's not Resident Evil.
No, an escort. Because that's what they call high class hookers.
It's an escort mission.
Is that gonna get bleeped out?
No.
Okay.
But
cool. That doesn't sound that bad.
There's an escort mission where you have to bring the mechanic to deep in the forest so you can find a part.
Wait, you took yourself somewhere?
No.
Because you're a mechanic.
Fuck this mechanic, okay? This mechanic over here, if you... Look, I tweeted about it too.
I probably didn't see the tweet.
But, because I tweeted about Salamence saying, Salamence...
I saw the Salamence.
I know, I was really angry about that. I tweeted about this guy too saying, I take back everything I've said about Salamence. Fuck the mechanic, I hope he dies by bug Pokemon. And the reason for that, he's terrified of bug Pokemon. If you encounter a bug Pokemon throughout that trek, you start all the way over at the beginning of the forest. Doesn't matter how far you get, you start at the very fucking beginning of the forest.
I don't remember that, but...
If you encounter a Wurmple, Ariados, Venonat, Butterfree, or
At least
Beautifly...
Misty got over her fear most part.
If you encounter any of those throughout that walk, you're starting the fuck over, buddy. And it got to the point where after the 5th time, I was like, damn it! And I slammed my stylus against the couch, and the tip broke. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that happens a lot. There's not really a good way to break it in half. It just kind of bends, and then it's like an L.
Yeah, because the stylus has the thing that you hold onto, and then the top is kind of like a transparent, white little soft point.
The little tip to not scratch the screen.
Exactly. That broke off, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to play with this now.
Yeah, that thing, those break really easily.
If I play with that, it's going to scratch the bottom screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Thankfully, I found another stylus, and so I was able to play, but fuck.
Yeah.
That was what broke my stylus.
Yeah.
The fucking mechanic afraid of bugs.
So
fuck him.
Anyone that plans on playing this game after this podcast, just know that you need at least one spare stylus.
Yeah, or at least...
Or 12.
I mean, if you have a DS, I'm sure you have a couple extra. Because, screen protectors come with, 3 sometimes.
Yeah.
So, that's fine.
Screen protectors.
You You should.
Or you're just a scrub like
me. You should.
Dude, I tried to put a fucking screen protector on my Switch the other day. It was fucking bullshit and bubbles everywhere, so I just went, fuck this! And I crumpled it up and threw it.
Should have let me do it. Have you seen my Switch?
Dude, it was already peeled.
Because like Thor's looks like that, all bubbly. Mine looks clear. Because I'm.
Well, I have one that I'm saving until I get my my one next month. So you can help me with that one.
Cool.
Which is weird because I'm good at them on phones. I can nail the ones on phones, but those are glass, so they're easier for me.
Good point.
But these little plastic shits are fucking stupid. Like, it was like small bubbles, so I lifted it up, and then it was a big bubble, and I was like, motherfucker! And then I just got so pissed off, because I got one that came with, this, which is the one that got crumpled.
Oh, the little stand?
My little leather Zelda case for the Switch.
Yeah.
One came with that, that's the one that got crumpled. And then another one came with my Mario box that I literally bought for this controller only. Like little Joy-Con grip. Because it's a great grip. It has a texture on the back and has a little bit of a bump to feel more natural than the one that is actually given to you. But it came with screen protector and that. So I'm leaving that one in there, and I'm going to put it on my new one when I get it next month. And by that I mean you're going to help me put it on next month.
So I guess spoilers for now, but like at the end of the game, you fight. The final bosses are the 3 legendary beasts from Gen 2. I don't want to say dogs because they're not all dogs.
None of them are dogs. They're all cats. They're all felines.
Suicune has like a pointy nose like a dog.
Suicune is a...
What kind of cat is that then? Because dogs have...
a leopard, I believe.
Dogs have the snout like that. You know what I mean?
I believe it's a leopard.
Because obviously Raikou is a saber-toothed tiger. So
yeah,
that's a cat.
And then Entei is a lion.
Like look at Suicune's face. That's not cat-like. You know what I mean?
Leopard. I believe it's a leopard.
Leopards are feline too. They don't have a big nose. Now look up Suicune. Now compare that to Suicune. Because Suicune Suicune's the most dog-looking one.
How do you spell Suicune?
Suicune.
Cuine.
Suicune. Suicu.
Cune.
Yes.
Fuck, dude, that's a weird.
Thank you for joining us on this spelling podcast.
Dude, we would not be any good if we were on that spelling bee in Oklahoma.
Spell Yvital. Ah, shit. YV Q fuck.
STAN Stantler.
Spell Zigalith.
I can spell Evie.
EVE. Damn it. So yeah, I don't know what kind of cat Suicune is.
I literally just typed in Suicune cat to see what it says.
But anyways, those are your 3. That's your 3 final bosses. You fight them one by one, thankfully, because God, I couldn't imagine fighting all 3 at once because they're all pretty damn tough. Like Raikou makes like electric balls of thunder that like they go all the way to the top of the screen, so there's no way to loop in that area. So Raikou, I just had to like. What did I use for Raikou? I used a Pokemon ability for Raikou. Suicune made clones of itself. Made 2 clones of itself.
You piece of shit. Sorry, I was looking at Bulbapedia and reading what it said about the legendary trio, and then this pops up.
That was on a word event.
Yeah, because that's real.
But Suicune makes clones of itself, and what sucks is as soon as you take out the 2 clones, it immediately summons 2 more. But he does his cry first, then disappears, and then 2 more appear. So what I did was, whenever he does his cry, circle him once, and then pull away. Because whenever you circle a Pokemon, regardless if you break a chain or not, you raise up your plusle meter. And your plusle meter max is super devastating, especially to a water type. So I would just pull away, circle, pull away, circle, pull away till my thing was maxed. Hit that bitch with an electric attack and just circle it. Not nonchalantly. I didn't need to go fast because That motherfucker was caught. It was just obnoxious because like the first 5 minutes I was like, what the fuck do I do?
So apparently, now that you're done with that, they're not dogs or cats. They're all based on different Japanese mythological beasts. Raikou is based on this thing called the thunder animal.
What the hell?
Or Raiju, which is what it's actually called. So that's where Raikou comes from.
Yeah. Rai means thunder in Japan.
Entei is a incarnation of the Chinese guardian lion.
Okay.
Which makes sense. And then Suicune is what is called a Quillen?
A Quillen?
Quillen. Looks like a type of dragon almost.
Okay. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, 2 out of 3 are cat-like, so
yeah.
They're not dogs, which I've been calling them dogs for the longest time.
It's because they're just in Japan. They're specifically called the legendary
beasts or something. Yeah.
And apparently, when translating to English, that form of beast was most closely related to dog, so they just got called the dogs in America, even though they're more cat-like.
Were they actually called dogs though? And what media were they called dogs? Because I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember either.
Because I don't know why I even called
everyone
them dogs.
called them the legend.
Everyone called them the legendary
many
dogs.
refer to them as the legendary cats or legendary dogs, depending on the personality, feline, individual, blah blah blah.
It also doesn't help that like the first region had legendary birds, and then legendary dogs.
Yeah.
And then Gen 3 kind of went on its own way for the Reggies, but we just called them the Reggies because that's what they were. Gen 4 had the lakes, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, I'll call them beasts now.
Yeah, they're just beasts.
Yeah, legendary beasts.
They're the beasts.
But yeah, they were the final boss. You beat that. The leader of the group like escapes, but is given a second chance. He's given a second chance. Like, yo, you're smart. You can help humanity. He's like, all right, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then you like leave. Everyone's cheering you on, and then the credits roll. I'm like, oh, I did it. It took about 11 hours.
So apparently, the sword trio
from Gen 5?
Yes.
Okay.
They all match up with one of the beasts in height.
Really?
Yeah. Cobalion is Entei's at 6'11". Verizon Wireless is Suicune's.
It's Verizon. I mean, I nicknamed mine Verizon when I first got it.
I'm pretty sure everyone did. It's so close. How can you not call it Verizon?
Yeah.
They're both 6'7", and then Terrakion? Terrakion?
I'll take Terrakion.
Yeah, it's 6'3", just like Rayak.
That's cool. I never noticed that.
That's. I never would have noticed that if I wouldn't have just read that just now on trivia.
Another quick thing about Verizon.
Swords of Justice. Sorry, not the Sword Trio.
Same thing. Because they all have Sacred Sword.
Yeah, which was only like really a movie thing to me.
I mean, they had the attack in the games.
Yeah, but then so
did Keldeo, and then Cortana got it.
Who?
Cortana, the Ultra Beast, the one origami one.
Oh, okay.
He can learn it through.
Well, that makes sense because he's literally made of paper thin.
Yeah. Which is my favorite Ultra Beast.
I don't know which one's my favorite, honestly. Because there's like 2 more that I still haven't gotten.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and play that fucker while I'm watching Futurama.
It's probably Blacephalon and Skarataka, which is Donald Trump's favorite Pokemon because it's a wall.
God, I wish we could have just ended on that joke. But we still have a little more to talk about because I haven't even talked about how I broke my DS fighting Charizard.
And I still have to read the comments.
That too.
Yeah, let's get to that. Well, yeah,
okay.
Like overall, this is an alright game. I think because I want to play the other games. So I heard they're better. Like I heard they have a life bar system instead of like 20 rings in a row, which will be so much better.
Yeah.
Because that can get egregious when you break a chain. But I think it's alright. The game's fun. It holds up. I love the style. The art style is great.
Yeah.
I think the game looks great.
What'd you give it out of 10?
I'm like a 7. Because like the story is whatever. Like, it's a basic story. Nothing really
it's
happens.
about the gameplay.
The gameplay is like honestly the most fun I really have is walking around with 7 Pokemon behind you. That's really fun. And like eat your heart out, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. These guys did it first, and you can have up to 7.
Eat your heart out. Game that's not out yet.
But yeah, I mean, I'd recommend it if you really want to look into it. because it's a learning. There's a learning curve. Get it? Learning curve.
You've got a
like
curve
circle.
catching device.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that joke. That was Zeal on the Discord.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
So
shout out
no,
to
he
Zeal.
did say, fuck.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
remember
Zeal.
that.
Yeah, she is the one that.
Shit. Dude, as far as I'm concerned, everyone that we don't know personally isn't it. They don't have a gender.
Fair enough.
They're legendary Pokemon.
I always assume everyone's a guy first, unless I'm corrected.
Yeah.
But that Zeal comments later, so talk to her about that. That's all I have to say.
Okay,
so
back to Charizard and how I broke my DS. I remember breaking I was really close.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking the chain.
It was like a 16 chain or something.
Yeah.
It's like it's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Because I've been doing it for a while. I don't remember the exact details, but I remember it broke, and I remember that my DS broke. So I got mad, and I went, and I threw it, and back then I still had my bunk bed, so I was probably sitting on the bottom bunk, and I threw it like that at the wall that was right next to me. And this was the first break that I had because the other game didn't come out for like a year or two later. So that side that broke then wasn't broken yet.
Gotcha.
But what did break was the opposite side, the other hinge. So honestly, it's still in storage too. I know I didn't throw it away. But if I ever find it, I'll show you, and you can see all the like glued pieces.
Good lord.
Because both hinge caps were broken off and glued back on. And that's also why my left trigger or left button never worked on that DS. Because it got fucking destroyed when I was playing Pokemon Ranger.
Good lord.
Which is the reason I could never drift when we would play Mario Kart on the bus. Because the drift button was left. So I had to get really good against everybody without drift to even come in like 5th place. And I got...
I'll say, good luck with that.
Back in the day, I got so good, I was getting second, like, consistently with no drift. The only person that would beat me was the asshole that learned how to fucking snake drift.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was the only one that could never beat that game because he was snaking everywhere.
Holy crap.
But, that shattered my DS. Or at least that piece did. Pretty simple piece to glue back on. You just put a little glue and stick it on or whatever. And then, many a DS stylus were, the nibs were broken off, as I call them.
Yeah.
I think they're actually called the nib.
That makes sense.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's called on like a drawing stylus.
Yeah, that's what I broke on mine.
And then when those would break, I'd bend them in half. I would try and break them out of anger, but they wouldn't really break. They would just keep bending.
They would warp,
bending,
yeah.
So, like, I had, like... Because they would bend, and then I'd go, and I threw them across my room.
There's just a pile.
They're just scattered across my room.
Holy crap. That's...
It was just a rainbow of fucking boomerangs.
Jesus Christ. Let's get to the polls real quick.
I also had another DS that broke a lot, but that was just because it was the original DS.
Oh, okay.
And that thing was just really, like, shatter-friendly. Like, it wanted to break a lot. Like, legit, if I showed it to you now, it literally has cracks across the entire thing.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't buy that one, though. Someone gave it to me because they're like, no, I got a DS Lite. And I'm just going to get rid of this one. I was like, I'll take it. Because back then I wanted to get one of every DS style.
Yeah.
And then they started releasing like an XL and an XXXXL for every edition. So I was like, this is too expensive.
Yeah, for sure. The poll this time was, have you ever played a Rangers game? Like, at all?
Any of them. Any of the three.
And on Twitter we had 32 votes, 50%.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Dude, Twitter's shooting up.
Twitter's gotten up a lot higher.
I think a lot of it's because you got so many followers from the codes.
Yeah, this was great, honestly. But 50% said yes, they're great. 3% said yes, I didn't like it, and 47% said nope, never played them.
Really?
So yeah, it's interesting how.
So people either liked it or didn't play it.
Yeah, and it's very similar with Amino. Amino 47 votes, 40.4 said yes, they're great. 4.3 said yes, didn't like it, and 55.3 said nope, never played.
And sorry, how many people voted on this one?
47.
Jesus Christ, those are almost identical.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just look at the bar.
Oh yeah, holy shit, that's almost identical, dude.
Yeah.
That's weird. Have they ever been that close?
Like
I know they've been close before, but that's fucking close.
The closest I've seen Are you just talking about comparison between the two?
Yeah, between the two.
Then no, this is the closest.
Between Amino and Twitter.
The closest result I've seen was 1 vote difference between the best dragon line of Gen 3.
Really?
Rayquaza and the Laddies. The Laddies won by 1 vote. So in which case I made a separate poll between just Rayquaza and the Laddies, and Rayquaza won.
Okay.
But anyways.
Well, it's just lame because I would have voted for the Laddies.
Same here, but I think Rayquaza just is way more badass. In my opinion, I think Latias is freaking adorable. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. But
especially from that movie.
Heroes is really good.
That's such a crucial thing.
Lucario though has beaten that movie though, in my opinion.
Just wait until this one. You're gonna be so disappointed.
We'll
comparatively.
See. Oh, okay.
Comparative, like on its own, it's a good movie, but when you compare it to that one, it's not really great. But it's still, I liked it.
Yeah, this.
Speaking of movies, the new Pokemon
Power of Us.
Yes, it's been announced. And when are we going?
November.
Yay! I meant like, are we going? Not when.
Yeah, we're going, dude.
Cool.
Fuck yeah. I think J Thorne might want to join us too.
Fuck yeah! I haven't told him I don't live down the street from him anymore.
I told him that you moved though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told him about it.
Yeah, I hadn't told him it because he talks to me so rarely that like.
Yeah, when I told him, he was like, "Really? That was fast."
Well, I lived there for 6 months.
That's still not very long, honestly.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna live here for 12 more months.
So here on Amino, we had Chill Trainer Muncha, who said, "I think I played a few seconds of the game back when Walmart used to have the little demos in the game section, but never have I actually played through a real copy of the game. I totally remember those, like the DS that's like attached to like the wall.
Yeah.
Or remember at McDonald's they had like the N64 with like the controllers.
I remember having the GameCubes.
Oh yeah, they had those too.
They used to like the one that they would always have was Double Dash, Mario Kart Double Dash.
It's a great game.
Fuck.
It's like the reason to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, it was back in the day. Now they probably got like Wii's.
Nah, they don't have anything. No, they don't have video game shit because they have their own little play area and like TVs. That's it. I've never.
Yeah, you can just hook up your own Switch to it during birthday parties. Did you ever have a birthday party at a McDonald's?
I want to say yes, but I can't specify.
Well,
I don't know if it was mine.
It was just me. Like,
exactly.
Did you ever go to a birthday party at a McDonald's?
I think so.
Dude, one of my cousins used to have them literally every year at a McDonald's.
Would you have Ronald McDonald come out and be like, "Hey, kids"?
No, not even that much. Like, we would literally just have the birthday in the playpen.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And like, I would always be at Double Dash.
I'm pretty sure I went to at least one of those.
Yeah, that's a weird concept to me. Having a birthday party at a fast food place like that, like at least restaurants kind of make sense.
Or Chuck E. Cheese's or something like that.
But like a McDonald's, like, out of all places, like what the fuck?
I don't know. I'd probably have my birthday at a Chick-fil-A.
And literally just invite like me and me, Dewey.
Like have like one of those cone birthday hats that's like off centered on my head.
Yeah,
yay!
And then have like a little jolty on top. Like, hey buddy, look what I got you. It's a Thunderstone. Happy birthday.
Huzzah.
And a chicken nugget. Just one though, I ate the rest.
A single chicken nugget.
I did that joke to my friends the other day at Office Depot.
Uh-huh.
I was like, alright, so I'm gonna go get 2 chicken nuggets. And they're like, yeah, 2 20-packs. No. I'm getting 2 chicken nuggets. You get 1 and you get 1. That's all you get. And you both get a fry each as well.
A fry each.
A single fry. They were like, what the fuck?
Just get one of the big waffle fries and tear it in half. There you go.
Tear it like into individual strips.
You cheap bastard. Anyways,
that's great.
Cool Weeaboo said, "I played one but didn't understand it." Like we said, it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Pun not intended.
At least not that time.
Yeah, not this time.
But the next time we use it, probably.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Because there's a learning curve.
Midnight Dragon said, "Yes, and they're decent." Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel.
Yeah, they're not amazing.
At least I heard they get better, so hopefully I will try out the other ones.
Are you gonna do them like soon, or are you gonna wait until that episode's coming?
Oh friggin' no! Although I really don't want to rush it like this one again.
Yeah.
Because like, Dragon Ball Fighters came out as well as Mega Man 11, so I didn't really get to play those because I was too focused on Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be playing Mario Party, and that literally, like, I was at work last night, and as soon as it hit midnight, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I went to my DS. I went to my Switch. I turned on my my hotspot so I could
download
verify.
it.
No, it was downloaded.
Okay.
Because I pre-ordered it.
Gotcha.
Because it said it would give you extra coins, but then it didn't, so I was pissed off. But I went so I could verify because it says, please verify through the internet connection to see if you can play this game. And I did that, and then it was like, hooray, now you can play whatever it fucking said. So I was like, yes! And then I turned it off and I went back to work.
One more. Skullnet, I guess. They said,
I don't know,
yeah,
I'm too far from this.
they're okay. Yeah. You can skip the first one, I feel. But then again, I don't know how the other ones are.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, personally, since I only played the first one and I have a lot of nostalgia for that game, I think it's great. Until I play it again, like, in a couple days. Then I'll probably be like, this is bullshit.
Jan said, the gameplay was more entertaining than the one in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, and I really wish they would make a new Pokemon Rangers game. That'd be hard to do with Switch. Maybe they could do it for the 3DS.
I mean, it could make sense, because you could fucking...
But it would be a handheld only mode then. A handheld only game.
Actually,
Switch.
I was going to say TV mode only.
How? By pointing the Joy-Con at it?
Yeah, using the one with the sensor.
That'd be very difficult.
That would be.
Yeah. It's depending on the TV and all that. I mean, if they would, it would probably
be one of the last things released on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Which they could do, but
then again, they haven't made. I mean, we have no word from them in a long time. At least Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is still getting games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of spin-offs. Once the spin-off stops in a series, that's pretty much it. Like the Pokemon Stadium games after Revolution, like nothing.
Yeah, well, because Revolution did so bad, I think.
No, the main reason is because we have 3D battles now. Just in the 3D.
So they don't need to make a game like that. The whole
the whole purpose
draw to that series, that little spin-off was, look, they're in 3D, guys.
Exactly. That's why they don't make them anymore. Which is a shame, but I mean, I don't really see the purpose of it anymore, personally. But I'm sure a lot of people would be happy with a new stadium-like game. But they're not going to do it. It's kind of like Snap. I don't think Snap's going to come back anytime soon.
Oh, hell no. I mean, they had a chance with the Switch, but since they went the Let's Go route, they're not going to go back for a Snap.
On Twitter, we had The Fact, who said, I hated Rock Slide. Took me like 20 tries to beat that Pokemon. And I talked to him about it because I beat the game. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. Apparently, he's talking about Rampardos. And Rampardos isn't in this game.
It's in the next game.
At least, it's in one of the other games, because Gen 4 was not released at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, because like we said, this was 2006. Gen 4 came out in 2007.
Then we have on Discord, Zeal. She just said, oh my god, I love this game so much. It's so much more challenging than the other Pokemon Ranger games, because, like, you have to circle them all in one go, and it's so fun.
And yes, that was word for word.
Yes.
Because, like...
And, yeah, that goes with the other games that I said. They have life bars, so you don't have to make it a chain.
It seems like that does take a lot of difficulty out, which...
It would also make it more fun. Then, depending on the life bar, it can go down really slow.
That's
you know what I mean?
Point too. And you just have to...
You have to keep, like... Because, again, if you get hit...
I feel like, though... I don't... Because I didn't play them. But I feel like a good thing would be, like, if you keep the chain going, then the more you get in a chain, the more it takes away.
Yeah, like, the higher the chain, like, the more damage you do. And if you keep breaking the chain,
and if that doesn't do that, then what the fuck, Game Freak?
I would feel like... if
was this even Game Freak?
Pokemon Company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, I think HAL made this. HAL makes the Kirby games. And also Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, they make Smash?
Yeah. HAL makes Smash.
HAL is the one with the...
HAL is Sakurai.
No, I gotta look at the logo, is what I meant.
Is the dog with the eggs on it?
Yeah, that one.
That's HAL.
They also made Spectrobes. Do you remember that game?
No.
That game, I recommend trying it.
What is it? Or like what system, I guess?
DS. It's a DS game. Spectrobes.
You have to show me.
I'll show you a picture right now because that shit was my jam. Spectrobes.
So yeah.
Spectrums.
So yes, thank you, Zio.
Spectrums.
Oh, I've seen the picture of that. Yeah.
That game, like, the second one was better. It had a much better storyline, but I remember like playing so much of that game because the second game also had this thing called D-Chat, which was Disney Chat. Any game that had D-Chat, you could just get online and talk with people.
Oh, that's cool.
And back in the day, we used to be in like there were fucking servers where you would be on and you would know everybody.
Uh-huh.
And I remember actually, my first girlfriend was on there. I'll go more in depth with that later, personally, because I don't know how much of it I can say on there without probably getting
like we can
in trouble.
unless you have anything else to say, I think that's the end of it.
You also forgot this guy on Twitter said, I believe his name is at TH3Applejack. He said, "Yeah, I broke 12 statuses in my DS twice playing this game."
I wonder who that was.
That poor fucking sucker.
Yeah,
like,
I wonder who that was.
Broke his shit.
Yeah,
what a loser. What an asshole. I hope he fucking dies.
Yeah, me too, actually. Any last thoughts, though?
I can't wait to replay this.
It was a ride going through the 6 days to frantically go through this game.
Yeah.
Because I want to get, because I felt like Rangers doing it right now is perfect because the next episode, like I said, is the Rangers movie. Mm-hmm. So I have some knowledge of the Rangers series.
Yeah.
So.
Which honestly, I don't remember how much of it actually goes into the movie.
We'll see, because I did enjoy it though, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like my time wasn't wasted.
Okay.
And again, I love the art style. The art style is my favorite part of this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cheap game too. It's like $15.
I feel like 12 years is long enough to wait between playthroughs. So in another 12 years from now, I'll play it again for a third time.
You're an idiot. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully I won't have to do that again, because, my God. I'm Joel Telon.
I am Bucky, and please join us on the Discord server, link below.
Yes, it's always in the
description. We are always there. Like, me, even if I'm fucking half asleep, if I see a message, I'll reply. Or if I can. If it's nothing to do with me, I tend to stay out of it, obviously. But, like, we're here. Fucking come talk to us, guys. We love new people.
Yeah, you can make puns, and then I'll ban you, jokingly, like I did with Zeal.
Did you really?
I was, like, banned.
How did you get a wreck?
Well, because she made the comment of, like, because I said, oh, it's a learning curve. She's like, learning curve? And I was like, banned.
Oh, okay. Which is ironic because in our other servers, you're literally like...
Now I'm the
you're
one.
You're Bueno Puns because you used to be Bueno Guy, so I made you Bueno Puns.
And not only that, I'm usually the one who gets banned by Jthor.
Oh yeah, he bans you from anything he can because of your puns.
He banned me in Retropalooza.
Did he really?
Yeah, in the video, he's like, banned.
By the way, before we end, I want to cover one more thing. I found where you got that. That's my joke. I'll kill you.
Yeah, from Futurama.
It was Futurama. It was fucking super.
Yeah.
Ah! I saw it. I was like, he stole his joke. He'll kill him.
Yeah. I fucking love Futurama,
dude. It's so great.
Anyways,
all right, so we're gonna end the episode.
Yeah,
thank you guys.
Futurama. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Screw you, Show Pro.
Thank you.
What did you say?
I was gonna say screw those guys that took your videos.
They want to get an offender bender.
I mean, I do, but like.